Okay, so like imagine this, right? You're working on your website, you're like ready to make a change, and suddenly you find yourself in this maze of files.
It can be pretty overwhelming.
It's like trying to find a needle in a haystack.
Exactly.
And that's kind of the situation our listener found themselves in, right? Trying to update the header on their website.
A very common task.
Yeah, but they had a secret weapon, ChatGPT.
Now it gets interesting.
And that is where our deep dive begins.
I'm excited to break this one down.
Me too. So their mission was simple. Just swap out Vitalik Buterin's website with Ernest of Gaia's website.
Easy peasy, right?
Sounds straightforward enough, right? But what we're going to explore is how this seemingly, simple task actually reveals the power of AI. How it can actually help us understand the underlying logic of website building.
So it's not just about solving this one specific problem.
Exactly. Think of it like learning to fish instead of just, being handed a fish.
I like that analogy. Empowering the listener to make those changes on their own.
Exactly. Not just a one-time solution.
Right.
And so the first hurdle, right, that our listener faced was figuring out where to even start looking in this, jungle of files.
Oh, yes. Where to begin?
So they did what any savvy web developer in 2025 would do. They shared their project folder structure with ChatGPT.
Makes sense.
And you know what? ChatGPT pointed them towards the Crust folder for visual tweaks and the Site folder for content updates.
Pretty smart assistant.
Talk about a smart assistant.
Huh.
It's like having a map to navigate that complex world of web development.
I see where you're going with this.
But here's where it gets really interesting. Okay, so our listener, they showed ChatGPT the list of files in this Crust folder, and guess what? ChatGPT actually prioritized them.
No way.
It suggested starting with global.css, then miss.css, and so on.
Wow. It's like ChatGPT was reading their mind, knowing exactly where to look.
Exactly.
So was there like a reason behind that order?
Oh, absolutely. There's a clever reason behind that order. Global.css, right, as the name implies, usually contains like broad styling rules, the kind that apply across the entire website.
Right. Makes sense.
And that's like the foundation. And then you have more specific files like missy.css, which might hold styles for, unique elements or sections.
I see. So this is illustrating how AI can use patterns and common naming conventions,
Yes.
right, to make intelligent guesses about where to find what you need.
Exactly. That's fascinating. But hold on, it gets even better. Our listener realized that the text change actually needed to happen in the HTML, not the CSS.
Little twist in the tail.
So they shared the site folder structure with ChatGPT, and like a detective, it pinpointed index.html as the most likely place to find that header text.
Wow, that's some impressive detective work. ChatGPT was really learning from the context of their project. With each interaction, it was gathering more information, right? Refining its understanding and becoming more effective at providing help.
Exactly. And that's a key takeaway here, right? This is how AI learns from context. It's not just about a one-off answer. It's about that ongoing conversation.
It's a partnership.
It's a partnership.
Hmm.
Okay, but it's not over yet.
There's more.
Oh yeah, there's more. When they opened index.html, there it was, Vitalik Buterin's website staring them in the face.
Right.
But you know what? ChatGPT didn't just tell them to replace it.
Really, it went above and beyond.
Oh, it went above and beyond. It guided them to update both the, what's it called? Oh yeah, the title tag, the one that shows up in your browser tab,
What?
and the visible header on the page itself.
Okay, so both.
Both. It even reminded them about the Twitter metadata.
Oh, wow. So their social shares would look all nice and professional.
Exactly. Talk about attention to detail.
So this is a great example of AI as a collaborative tool, right?
Yeah.
It's not just about getting an answer. It's about understanding the process and really making sure you've covered all your bases. It's like ChatGPT was acting like, a knowledgeable partner, helping them consider elements they might have just overlooked.
And this is just one example. Just think about it. If AI can help us, navigate the complexities of website coding, then what other tasks could it help us with? I mean, we're talking about a whole new way of approaching learning and problem solving. This is like the tip of the iceberg. Welcome back. I'm still kind of like blown away by all that stuff from the first part. It's really amazing how AI can take something like website coding, which seems so intimidating, and make it feel so approachable.
Totally. It's like AI is this awesome tool that can make learning and problem solving like way easier in all kinds of fields.
Okay, so let's get back to our listener and their journey. They've updated their website header with ChatGPT's help, But like the big thing here is that they didn't just change a line of text.
Right.
They learned something, they learned about website structure and the roles that different files play, and they learned how to use AI as a guide. It's like they leveled up their web dev skills without even realizing it.
It's like, yeah, it's like learning to ride a bike. At first you need those training wheels and someone to hold you steady, but like with practice and the right kind of guidance, you gain that confidence to ride solo.
And that's where AI comes in, right? As that supportive guide.
Yeah, like helping us navigate those first wobbly steps.
Exactly. Speaking of guidance, I remember that ChatGPT even reminded our listener about the Twitter metadata.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that's super helpful.
It is. It's pretty fascinating how AI can like anticipate our needs and offer these like helpful suggestions we might not have even thought of.
Yeah.
Like it's like having a super organized assistant who knows exactly what needs to be done.
Yeah. And in what order, too? It's almost like ChatGPT was saying, like, hey, while you're updating the header, why not make sure your social media is on point, too?
Yeah, yeah. That kind of proactive assistance is really like what sets AI apart, I think.
I think so, too. It can really streamline our workflows and help us be more productive.
Exactly. I mean, just imagine applying this to other areas of our lives.
Yeah.
Managing our calendars, emails, learning new skills, even creating art.
Now you're speaking my language.
Mm.
Imagine having a personal assistant that not only handles all the boring stuff, but also helps you be more creative and efficient. That's the dream.
It is, it is.
Yeah.
But let's not forget about like the importance of, human intuition and creativity in all this.
Of course not. AI is a tool, a really powerful tool.
Totally.
But we're the ones who need to use it effectively and responsibly.
Right. It's all about finding that sweet spot where human ingenuity and artificial intelligence, they work together seamlessly.
It's a partnership, not a replacement.
Exactly. We bring, our unique perspectives and critical thinking skills and creativity, and AI brings the computational power and data analysis and insights that like amp up those abilities.
I love that. It's like, combining the artistry of a painter with the precision of like a laser-guided brush.
Exactly.
Mm.
Together, they can create these masterpieces that wouldn't be possible alone.
And as AI keeps evolving, I mean, who knows what incredible innovations are waiting for us.
Right.
It's such an exciting time to be alive. But before we get too ahead of ourselves, let's bring it back to the present.
Okay.
What are some key takeaways our listeners can take away from this whole experience?
Well, one crucial insight is that, AI can be really powerful for like breaking down these complex tasks into manageable steps.
It's like having a digital mentor right there by your side.
Exactly, guiding you through the learning process. But it's not about like passively following instructions.
Mm-hmm.
It's about engaging with the AI, asking questions, and seeking clarification.
Yeah.
The more we like interact with AI, the better it understands our needs, and the more effective it becomes at assisting us.
It's like it's a two-way street.
It is.
So that brings us to another important takeaway.
Okay. The importance of clear communication with AI.
Yes. The more precise our inputs, the more accurate and relevant the responses will be.
It's like having a conversation,
Yeah.
a collaborative effort.
Yeah. Yeah. The better we communicate our intentions, the more successful that collaboration is going to be.
It's about like speaking the same language,
Yeah.
understanding each other's strengths and limitations and working together towards a shared vision. And this actually applies not only to AI, but also, our relationships with colleagues, friends, family.
That's a really profound observation.
Yeah.
Effective communication is like the foundation of any good partnership, whether it's with a person or a machine.
Totally.
Well,
And as AI becomes more and more integrated into our lives, mastering that skill is going to be even more important.
for sure.
It's all about finding that balance, that synergy between human intuition and artificial intelligence. But before we wrap up, let's shift our focus to the bigger picture.
How might these insights into AI-assisted learning apply to other areas beyond website development? That's what we'll explore in the final part of our deep dive.
Welcome back to the final part of our deep dive. We've seen how AI can help us with website updates, but now let's zoom out and think about the bigger picture.
Yeah, it's like we've been looking at this one tree and now it's time to step back and see the whole forest.
Exactly. What we saw with the website header, that's just a small example of how AI can change how we learn in so many areas.
Right.
Imagine AI tutors guiding students through super complicated subjects.
Mm.
And they could tailor the lessons to, each student's learning style.
Wow, so no more one-size-fits-all lectures.
Exactly. Each student gets their own learning journey.
That's incredible.
AI can help us figure out, students' strengths and weaknesses, their preferred learning methods.
It's like having a personalized education system, like right there at your fingertips.
That's exactly what it is.
That's a game changer for sure. Totally a game changer. And it's not just about personalized learning either. AI can also help us, bridge those knowledge gaps.
Fill in the missing pieces.
Yeah, like imagine an entrepreneur who has this amazing business idea,
Okay.
but they don't know like the technical stuff to build a website or analyze data.
Right, that's where things can get tricky.
Exactly. Well, AI can help them with that. It can give them the guidance and tools they need to turn that vision into reality.
So AI can really empower people, huh?
Totally. It's like it's democratizing access to knowledge and skills, right?
Yeah.
So anyone can chase their dreams no matter their background.
I like that.
It's pretty revolutionary, right?
It is.
And that brings us to another really exciting thing, AI's ability to, boost creativity.
Oh, interesting. Tell me more about that.
Okay, so picture an artist who's like totally stuck in a creative rut.
Yep.
AI could step in and like analyze their past work, find patterns, themes, and then it could even like suggest new directions or techniques to get those creative juices flowing again.
Well, it's like having a creative muse, right?
Exactly. Pushing you to try new things, break out of that rut.
That's pretty powerful.
And it's not just about coming up with ideas. AI can help you, actually make those ideas happen.
Oh, interesting. How so?
Like imagine a musician writing a symphony.
Okay.
AI could help them by like analyzing musical patterns, maybe suggest harmonies or, orchestration ideas.
That's wild.
It's like this amazing collaboration, Human creativity meets artificial intelligence.
A symphony of innovation.
Exactly. And it just keeps getting better, right? As AI evolves, we can expect even more mind-blowing stuff.
Oh, for sure. Like, what else can you imagine?
Okay, so imagine like AI-powered medical devices that can diagnose diseases way more accurately than ever before.
Right.
Or robots doing like super complex surgeries with unbelievable precision.
That's a little scary, but also, like, incredibly exciting.
I know, right?
Yeah.
It's both. But as we all know, with great power comes great responsibility.
Totally.
As we get more and more into this AI world, we have to think about the ethical stuff,
All right.
and make sure we're using it the right way.
Yeah. So it's not just about what AI can do, but also how we use it.
Exactly. We have to make sure we're using AI to make things better for everyone, not to like replace humans or anything like
Just
that.
about finding that balance, right?
Yeah.
Between, like, the amazing things AI can do and our human values.
Exactly. It's a team effort. Humans and AI working together.
A collaborative journey.
So as we wrap up our deep dive today, I want to encourage all our listeners to keep learning about AI, ask questions, stay informed, and, be a part of shaping how this tech evolves.
It's an exciting time to be alive, that's for sure. The
Wow.
future is really in our hands, and with AI by our side, the possibilities are endless.
It's been an awesome journey. Thanks for joining us. Until next time, keep those minds open and those questions coming.